This is so bad. I made these videos and they were without microphone input. No microphone input for the entirety of 1 hour and 30 minutes video, which is a long video. Me playing my game, and there's no microphone input, and I didn't check that one. This one works. This video works, because I checked it, and it was so fucking bad. So first, I talk about how to run AdventureCraft. You can download it from the website. You can download using Google. Alright, just type in download AdventureCraft, and you can download my map from the pins. You can jump on the pin and download it there. I say that I'm gonna update the map, which would be a good idea actually. It's not a bad game. I played it for a while and I enjoyed it as much as I could. It was pretty good. But at the same time it went boring, and most of the things that you were doing is cutting down trees, which is just kind of annoying. I go through the tutorial section. This is nothing difficult. You just craft something. I'm not sure what. A sword? Then you cook iron, crumble iron and cook it, smelt it I mean. Then I tried to water some plants. It didn't go very well. Most of them got destroyed. It's really hard to actually get the right level of water and let it grow properly. Catching the fish was pretty easy. Making a painting was pretty easy. Jumping over was pretty hard. I had to drop all the items from my inventory. Going through leaves. Then crafting wheat was very difficult. I had to grow crops. I had to grow wheat using the watering can. I was able to get gardening to level 4. That's interesting. But that's all I did. I collect the wheat and I get like 4 of them or something. Enough to get flour into dough. Using a water bucket. It consumes the bucket as well, which is not intended. So I would have to change that. There are a bunch of bugs with the book. This book glitches out. I pick up an axe because it's like the most powerful item, considering you need wood for upgrades. I buy a bunch of upgrades in the video. I collect this. You have to collect the spider nets, the webs. What else are we doing? Buying and selling. This is what is up the whole way through. The nights are really annoying. You cannot see anything at night. So I usually just destroy leaves. It's annoying until you buy the upgrade for the house and you can sleep there through the night. It takes like 12 in-game hours. I unlock the area of the swamp so I can kill pigs. To do that, you need to upgrade Armory. It will give you a weapon, which is usually a mace, is cheap enough, and a sword. You seeing this correctly? Everything's fine? Yeah. I level up a bunch of times. This is now... Is this the... Whoa, that's a lot of wolves attacking from all directions. I don't recognize this area. Why there's so many wolves? Oh my god, I almost died there. I do die in my runs, which kind of end the game there, but I cheated my way through, so... Yeah, this is Light Forest. This is what we were into. Light Forest. Level 9. Level 10. We have different upgrades. House rebuild number 1, I think, is the one where you get the... Wait, how much was that? Never mind. Wait. I want to see it. Alright, upgrades the shop. Nothing really changes, but in the shop you get some new items that you can collect. You use the crafting bench to make a bunch of wood. I cannot jump, so I have to throw wood out. These skeletons are pretty scary, actually. So Dark Forest is already a challenge. I can't really buy anything. I can do a library rebuild. It unlocks books, which has no actual value. You need them to make another upgrade to the library. Then I think you unlock the actual books for crafting, and those are really something I couldn't actually reach in my playthrough, because the books are so expensive. They're like 40 gold a piece. You need 6 of them, and that's 240 coins. This is too much for a single upgrade. Then you have glass as well. Glass is pretty expensive too. Armory rebuild. I got myself a stone pickaxe after the armory rebuild, I think. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Basic mine rebuild. But since you cannot use torches properly, it just kind of fails. I'm not sure how to activate a torch. I kind of forgot that part. I think it used a furnace, but the furnace didn't work. So nothing really worked in my game when I played it. What else do? We do final garden upgrades. I didn't use the garden at all. I had to change some numbers. So the shopkeeper actually gives you axes instead of pickaxes, because you need axes so badly. So there's a choice that I made was totally wrong. The axes are just mandatory to win this game, to progress through the game. I picked up a torch because the shopkeeper should have had torches to sell, but he didn't. So I just fixed the bug manually, and I picked up a torch and I couldn't actually activate it. Lit it up. I couldn't light up the furnace. It consumes sticks, but nothing happens. It's different when I unlocked the oven. The oven worked, but this furnace doesn't work for some reason. And didn't lit up the torch. I was assuming that you can do that. You cannot do that with the oven, even though it's kind of the same thing. I'm not sure why I have so little health left in this moment. Something weird happened. Then I unlock Frozen River, which is just another area with a bunch of skeletons running around and zombies. It's still fun in the game. It's still something new and fresh. It seems pretty cool. You can sell swords that they drop for a pretty good amount of coins, for 6 coins. Plenty of swords. So many. What's that, like 10 swords? What was the level up? Kinda missed that. Missed that. I don't know. I know I got to level 14 or something. There's the watering can, but I never bought it. It's too expensive. I just bought the areas, even though they get expensive too. And at some point the areas just don't really do anything. They don't really have the mobs or the like flowers or items you can collect. They're really terrible areas. Alright. So I unlock the desert. I see the bow does not work. It wouldn't increase your level. This bow is just not how it's supposed to work. You're supposed to charge up a shot, and then it shoots an arrow. But here I die trying to run away from a creeper, which turns out creepers don't actually work. When they explode, they don't do any damage whatsoever, so you can be close to a creeper. Here there's a bug. Again, you can see the bow is actually charging the shot. So there's no bug with the bow. It's just something wrong with the bow that you collect from enemies dropping bows. So there's no chicken. There's supposed to be a chicken in this fenced area, and it doesn't summon a chicken, which is so weird. Once you kill the chicken, it's supposed to spawn this bridge over. I just give up and I go through with the no clip. It activates God mode as well, which allows you to have infinite amount of stamina and hunger. Saturated completely. So I had to turn that off somehow. I figured that out. There are copper coins that you cannot properly pick up. It goes into your inventory. It's not supposed to do that. The skeletons can be very crazy. They just disappear in front of you. They're trying to do a jump, but instead they disappear. So this is the last area that was interesting, I would say. The areas after that are just kind of lame filler content. And the Creeper's Forge itself is even worse, because the creepers don't do any damage and they don't really spawn in the area initially. They spawn over time. You will see that. This area sucks because it's nighttime. It automatically makes it a nighttime. It wants to display all these shining flowers and everything, but perpetual night is just not something I like. So it made a total mistake by turning it into nighttime. This area becomes unplayable, and the whole thing is just screwed up. I picked up one flower. They're pretty expensive, but there's nothing to be crazy about. It's funny how this area is symbolized with a burnt torch instead of the starflower. The harvesting and unarmed skills were increased quite a bit because I destroy leaves all the time. And the wood cutting is also pretty high, considering how long it takes to actually increase the level. I didn't notice that this wasn't actually working, so I made the whole episode without microphone input. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. So all I do is just woodcut and destroy leaves. And woodcutting is so annoying. You get planks or sticks, or sometimes you're lucky and you get a log, but that's just what you get. You get crap out of woodcutting. It doesn't help. Increasing level doesn't help. This is where I unlocked the oven and I realized that you still cannot use torches with the oven. So the game is very messed up. There's so much to fix. Will I ever bother to fix any of this stuff? Maybe. It was fun while it lasted, but it needs a total overhaul when it comes to areas and the way you unlock other things, like the building unlocks are okay when they're just wood, when you just have to collect wood. Even that's a little bit challenging when you have to collect wood logs. But yeah, sometimes you need to buy certain items that are expensive. As I've said, books are super expensive, and you need it for a library upgrade. Buying 200 gold worth of items is just insane. There I die again. Which is just ridiculous. I got swarmed by skeletons. Nighttime. Here it is. 6 books. Final rebuild, pretty expensive. Yeah, you can see I haven't completed the game. It's actually pretty difficult to complete a game. It's crazy. There's so much grind that you have to do. And even that kind of becomes painful because the more you sell of one item, the cheaper it becomes. What am I doing here? Big armory upgrade. That's interesting. What am I doing? Yeah, this is confusing to me. I tried the islands to say that it's another area that I dislike, and it was kind of tough. You needed to use the boat to get out of the area. You cannot do it properly just by getting out of the water because it's 1 block higher. I unlocked Panic Labyrinth barely, but it's another one of those areas that I don't care about. So I take the heat score, 220. I already deleted the video, so I don't actually know what the heat score was. I didn't pay attention, so that's important. There are venomous spiders. I die in this one as well. Just like that. Funny how the poison sticks through death. And it's nighttime. I cheat to unlock a bunch of areas to see how they compare with the first few areas that you unlock, and those are terrible areas. There's literally nothing going on. No new resources or whatever. They're really lazy, I would say. And that's kind of the ending of the episode that I've made. Just trashing areas. You can pretty much take the last piece, the area passage, last area passage. You don't have to do like I did, which is unlock every single area in the sequence. There is this Sugar Madness area that has sugar canes and zombies. I think the zombies are a bit faster, but they're probably not. But that's just that. There's another area that has blue slimes in it. This skeleton did a bunch of damage. Yeah, but the bows that they drop are not the bows that you're supposed to be using. So that's not cool. There's plenty of bugs. I mean, I should be fixing this. There's the railway. It just becomes super boring. There's the icy area. I get trapped. There's some big giant slimes that can kill you 2 hits. Forbidden Wasteland. Yeah, these slimes can kill you really fast. There are deadlier slimes though. These are not the deadliest. Those big ones are not the deadliest. The deadliest slimes are the ones that in the next area, I think. They're the fast ones. Super fast. I love that. Almost killed me there. I still had to defend myself. That slime did some damage too. So yeah, I almost died there. You can pick up all these expensive flowers from here. So there's something cool about this area. I try to get rid of the maps for some reason. Dropped gold. That was something. I'm not sure why I'm trying to do that. There's cactuses? Well, I get bullied. If you touch this slime, however, you're probably gonna die. It's gonna set you on fire. This is the most dangerous mob ever created. Set you on fire and you just die. That's how scary it is. And I do, in fact, die from those slimes, essentially. Top of the volcano. A bunch of skeletons again. There's nothing new. It would be nice if there was something new. Besides the fire slimes, of course. But they're just annoying. Annoyingly powerful. I got set on fire. They have in the cave. In the cave is a bit more interesting. There are resources that you want to mine from the cave. I pick up a torch so I can light up the way. I pick up a lit torch. So I cheat up some more resources. I can't jump up. I have to drop something. It's funny. I'm stuck with a spider here. I killed the spider though. What do I choose to drop? A bunch of slime balls and bones. And that's enough. It gets really bad. I get set on fire and that's where I die. It's very simple. For some reason the particle effect glitched up and it emits particles even though there's no slime there. That's kind of awkward. I was able to find some gold. But all of that's useless. You cannot actually make any armor without the proper books. So that's kind of annoying. Unlocking all the books is just incredibly difficult. As I've said, it costs you 240 gold. And that's kind of the ending. You got an area that I cannot actually go to because you have to do parkour, ice parkour. It's over a bunch of spikes. Then the game crashes. So I go to another area. I said daytime because it's so annoying when it's night. There's corpse yard, a graveyard with a bunch of zombies and skeletons. Nothing new at all. It even has mice. And that is the final area before the Creeper's Forge. I die here again. I get set on fire by a slime. You can see the full potential of their power. I got set on fire here. I'm trying to run towards water, but it's too late. The fire just kills me anyways. And that's kind of the end of that. Then I realized creepers don't actually do anything when they explode. Bam, nothing happens. It's so crazy. Adventure Graph doesn't work properly. At least with the creepers. I think I can make the explosion do damage. I can force it to do damage. But it's so long time since I did programming. I'm not sure about anything anymore. So if I want to fix things, I still have to remind myself how the code works and everything. So that's about it. That was my playthrough experience. If you have any questions, drop into my Discord. See you guys next time.